our show again. Wow, nice to see you all again. Wow, that's really nice. I see lots more people this time. Hey guys, today we've understood now, I hope you've understood what is Bitcoin, a little bit more about blockchain, its concepts, and now let's see how and where they are being used. And why is this amazing technology taking the world by storm? Not only is it taken by storm, it's actually made such a huge difference that it's being called now a frontier technology. What's a frontier technology? A technology that can have a socio-economic impact. Not just ease of business or ease of processes, but a socio-economic impact. Coming back now, today in this episode, I'm going to talk to you about the different sectors where blockchain is being implemented in India, globally, everywhere. And I'll share a couple of case studies, a couple of use cases where blockchain has made a massive impact. As we all know, and I've discussed this earlier, blockchain is everywhere. In retail, yes, we are in retail. Manufacturing, yes, in manufacturing. The BFSI sector, oh yes, that's the largest one right now. But there are other slices in the pie chart which are growing, namely agriculture, supply chain management, logistics, airlines, you name them. There is even a talk of having a digitized blockchain-based passport. That's going to be a first. Let's see who comes up with that first. But that's the thing of the future. What's happening now? Supply chain, agriculture, and healthcare especially are becoming major adopters of blockchain. I'll share with you a couple of case studies. But we all heard of Walmart, right? Walmart, a few years back, had a little problem. What was the problem, you say? Well, the problem was this. Many people in Walmart, many consumers were not very happy on how fresh the agriculture produced were. The tomatoes, the potatoes, lettuce. They said, well, it's good, but it's not as fresh as it claims to be. Now, that is a very big statement from a Walmart perspective because they want their consumers to be happy. And if consumers are not happy, it's a very big thing because it impacts the brand. Walmart decided at that point to put that on the blockchain. Why on the blockchain? They had a lot of technology to think about, and they said, what should we put on the blockchain? They said, let's put the entire supply chain on the blockchain and let the customer decide whether he's getting fresh produce or not. That was a real game changer. What happened? Well, now you have in Walmart, when you go to a Walmart, you have a sack of potatoes lying here, and you have a small, there's a barcode here which you can scan. What's new in the barcode? Everything's new in the barcode. Initially, when you scan the barcode, you probably get what is this, where does this come from, and what is the price, and some basic information. Now, blockchain has brought about a new paradigm. What is the paradigm? Today, if I scan this, if I want, it's not compulsory, but if I scan it as a consumer, I can trace the entire blockchain supply chain by seeing from where the potato, for example, when was it planted? Where was it planted? When was it harvested? When was it packed? When was it taken from the packaging department right to the warehouse? Which transport did they take? How long did they take? Everything is time-stamped. Everything is very clear and transparent. From the warehouse, where did it go? When did it go to the ship? The ship which is going to carry it from India, for example, or Colombia to the United States. How long was it in the shipping warehouse? When did the ship sail? Which ports did it go by? Was the ship shipworthy? Did it have all the licenses and the insurances that are required and the conditions in which things should be supplied? Everything got mapped and put onto the blockchain. Why on the blockchain? Because again, you cannot change it, it's immutable, you can trace it, so traceability comes in, it's decentralized, knowledge can be shared and checked from anywhere. If you have permissions, you do that. Customer could check everything. They could trace the entire life cycle of a produce as literally as they say from farm to fork. From the time it leaves the farm and it comes onto your plate, you could actually see the whole history. Now, in some cases, they've actually shot scenes of the farm. So you can even see the farm where it is from. You can see who's working on it. Child labor is working, yes, no. The Western countries are very, very big about child labor. Here we can see, yes, it's been harvested correctly, right protocols are taking place, so on and so forth. This became a fantastic case study in how blockchain took over the supply chain. Also, executed the smart contracts or basically lines of code which automated the process without compromising on the safety of data. Smart contracts automated everything. A lot of middlemen, which were not really required in the system and added to the cost and time, were removed. That was a big game changer. It resulted in a huge exponential growth. In the next 6 months, 2 quarters, there was transparency. Customers were happy. They said, "Wow, they walk their talk. If they're saying it's that many days old, it is that many days old." So they felt great, fantastic, and across the continent, sales increased by 37.1% over the next 2 quarters for the agricultural produce, which is to say a hell of a lot for someone who's making millions of dollars every day. That was a growth. That is one of the major success stories of blockchain. That's one. That was how blockchain impacted the supply chain and logistics. Now let us see another example. Healthcare. Healthcare is a very, very, very big area where blockchain is creating major inroads and impact. Let me share with you a case study. There is a company called MediChain. MediChain, what did MediChain do? It revolutionized a lot of things. Let me show you how. First, on MediChain, they made a very nice platform on the blockchain. And here, they got in the ecosystem of clinics, hospitals, and they said, listen guys, you don't pay us anything, no problem. But whatever you do, whatever tests are performed, whatever prescriptions are given of a particular patient, put it onto our platform. It's free of charge. Patients could decide whether they want it on the platform, yes or no. Permission was given by the patient, that is the consumer. And these guys said, fine, let's put it on the blockchain. And on the other hand, we have why was this data required? We always require patients' data to do better research, to understand better on the problems, not only research on the patients, but also research on the problems, the diseases, the medicine, etc., pharmaceutical, etc. So MediChain said they got millions and millions of people to put all the data on to the blockchain platform, where nobody could see names, nobody could see data. If you wanted data, you could request for the data. It was a permissioned choice. You had the right as a consumer, as a patient, to share the data now. Second, what happened was, it was accessible to all doctors anywhere, only on permission. You didn't have to go to the same hospital again or the same clinic. You could go to any place in the ecosystem, and you could also, doctors could access only when you gave permission, and only to the data you wished. Suppose you want to show only your ECG charts and not anything else, you could give permission only to that. Now, this was great for them because a lot of patients don't want their data to be known to everybody. Would you like your data to be known to everybody? I don't think so. Suppose somebody does, all right, this guy's got some high BP, all right, this guy's got diabetes. Would you like that? No, you wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like parents' data to be anywhere either. That's what's going to happen. That's going to happen everywhere. We, in fact, had a talk right on August 15th, I think, our Prime Minister announced. We had an actually a health card, basically a one card for all health data card. It's why we can put all the information inside, prescriptions, health, everything on the card. But what if the card is not secure? What if your data is available to every Tom, Dick, and Harry right across the country, just like our Aadhaar and PAN card? Would you like that? No. It's fine to some extent, but like this, the common data is out in the public. All right, no, it's not. We don't want that. So if you put this card on the blockchain and the government is contemplating that, that'll be great. Otherwise, it'll be just, again, data for everybody, public data. So coming back to Medichain, what Medichain did was, on one hand, they had all the patients and their data. On the other hand, they had researchers in universities who do research on medicine, on disease, on pharmaceuticals. Now, when these guys wanted data for research and study, they could ask permission and then receive data for that particular study. And best of all, the patient would get rewarded for sharing his data by getting certain MCUs, multi-chain units, or currency, multi-chain currency, or tokens, what do you call them, which they could use for diagnostics, medicines, clinical trials, etc., everything. That was a fantastic thing. And the entire thing was on the blockchain. This was a public blockchain which could be shared amongst researchers, universities, scientists, and the patient community. It's brought about a beautiful ecosystem in which you are helping community, helping research, at the same time, your anonymity is maintained. That is one of the fundamental things what blockchain does. Keeps you in check, in charge of your data. It's yours. And with that, I'll tell you many more as we go. You know something? Write me. There are hundreds of such examples. I've just given you 2 or 3 of them. Write me, like us. I'll be back with you for more. Thank you.